Hello and welcome back to Cities, Skylines, Better Cities, and in today's episode we're gonna be talking about roads and how you don't really need to have oversized roads in your city. Before we're gonna do anything, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and if you want to see more content from the city, please check out my Instagram as well. Now, what we're going to work on today is this area down here next to the Hudson Yards complex. Here we have the road that doesn't really get that much traffic, but it seemed like a really cool idea to have it when I just placed it here. And at that time, I thought that our new areas, our new development is going to be really, really massive. There's going to be a lot of traffic, but that didn't really happen because the city, at this point, funny enough, it's just so massive that the traffic just spreads out because they're all going to different areas and they do have access points for that, so they don't really go through one certain type of road. So that means this one could be easily replaced, and let's see what we're going to use instead. So on this road, as you can see, we have the tram. So I would like to keep the tram. Tram is a really nice mode of transportation to have in your city, especially on a road like this. So let's see which road can we use that's going to be wide enough and at the same time that's going to look nice. So we have a 8-lane avenue. Let's see what it's going to look like if we use it. And it doesn't really look all that bad. Let's see what happens if we replace this bit. Yeah, that kind of looks fine. That looks fine. We have like a 6-lane road for cars, and then we have 2 lanes either way for the tram. So that kind of makes a lot of sense, and that works slightly better than the 4-lane vanilla road, like a 4-lane plus 2-lane tram. So let's replace this road. Oh, something funny is happening here. Let's remove this. So we're going to go and replace this road along the way. And what it's going to do for us, first of all, we're going to have a better looking city because we're going to get rid of the this monstrosity of a road. Second, as you can see, we've reclaimed some of this land so we can place more buildings on either side, and we can expand this park on this side as well. Maybe we can move the road slightly towards this complex so that we're going to have a nice park going on the side. That's something that we're going to do later on. First of all, let's see how far does this road go and how much of it do we need to replace. As you can see, we've got a lot of land suitable for zoning on this side, which is really nice because we're going to do a canal side park as well. And let's see what's going to happen here. I think we might need to use anarchy to go around this area because we have a canal. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that looks okay. And this road is really flexible. It comes in as a bridge, as an elevated road, so you can use it in any place you want. Let's fix that. Okay, that looks much better. And let's see how far shall we go with this. Alright, something in this area won't let us replace it, so we might need to use anarchy again. And let's see how big of a piece we have here. Okay. And I think we actually might need something slightly more complex for this area. Maybe one road going over another or something like that, because it just doesn't really look... It doesn't look... it's not realistic, and it's not looking nice when you have this intersection over a canal. So that is definitely something we'll need to fix later on. Let's give it as it is for now. We have a roundabout here because of how many roads are coming into the same place. Let's see what else can we do there. First of all, let's finish upgrading or downgrading. Oh, that didn't mean to do that. Let's finish upgrading our roads, and then we're going to see what to do with that one. Alright, so that is looking so much better, and we still have our tram network, so we're not sacrificing that. And as you can see, there are a lot of funny looking areas in the city. I'm fixing them one by one, and as you can see, compared to the previous episode, there is kind of a teeny tiny riverside park, canal side park going through the entire city. I've decreased the population slightly, and I've updated some roads and connections, so now there is a highway running next to the city. This area, the terraforming is going to be sorted later on, all the landscaping. But generally speaking, it's just going to be a much nicer looking city, a nicer area to live in, and we're going to make it look like a proper city. We might make it a little bit smaller, but eventually it's going to be a nice place to look at and a nice place for our citizens to live in. Now let's see what can we do for this part of the road. I think I think here's what we're going to do. One of these is going to be a bridge going over the other one, so that will make a lot of sense. And I think in this case it will be easier to make this one go up, and that will just make more sense for buses to go on an elevated road rather than trams. That would be cheaper to construct, and that would look probably a little bit better. So let's see how can we make this happen. That's definitely going to be quite a tall structure, but let's see how can we make this work. How can we make it work without having too big of a bridge? That is a big question. We might need a really short section, or maybe we might need to go really tall. Let's see how can we make this happen. We can choose elevated. Let's go elevated road without the bridge. Yeah, that'll be better. Let's take a look if we can. Maybe we might need to use some anarchy, because yeah, those pillars in the canal are gonna be okay. That is not that big of a deal. We don't really want. The only thing we don't want to have is. Okay, anarchy off. Let's make this area look a little bit more natural. And yeah, that's looking like something totally doable and something more or less realistic. Let's go like this. Okay. Alright, that looks fine. We might need to lower the whole thing a little bit, but again, we don't want the trams to get stuck under. That is one thing to keep in mind. Let's see how low can we go here. I think up to here. Up to here will be enough, and then this knot as well, slightly lower. Okay. And the same probably goes for the other side here. We can go probably even lower on this one. Let's see how that works out. Okay, that looks fine. Probably not the prettiest thing, but at least we're going to have less congestion. We have a roundabout here. We have another road connection to the opposite side on around this area. So yeah, that will work just fine. So let's have it run and see if our road can keep up with the traffic. I think it was a really good decision to replace the original road with this one, because we don't really have that much traffic, and now we've freed up some space for residential development, and we also can make sure that the city doesn't look disconnected, that these motorways, these massive roads are not cutting through the city, disconnecting one district from another. So that is definitely a good thing, and now we can also have some kind of parks going alongside. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.